Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of Chellington Valley with me, Brian Brew Royalty. Well, we've added the Fendt loading wagon. I did use this on Attingham Park, and it was a bit heavy on the old horsepower, but I think the Lamborghini can definitely manage it. I have bought a lime spreader. It's just the exact same as our fertilizer spreader. It's just a lime spreader because we need it for lime. The Hercules 10,000 from Stara. We also have ploughed out the meadow that's just here beside the pigs. Here. Just over yonder here. Where you can see I've limed it as well. It's way separate anyway. There's hedgerows each side, so it is a field, but it just adds a meadow on this. And we've added an orchard, an apple orchard here in the middle. I'm sure the pigs will love it. It's definitely been something around Ireland that people have done, is they often put calves or pigs in around the orchard to keep the grass down, to keep the briars down, and so we've added this. Now, I didn't take any manure yet from the pig farm, so I've just added water, and water gives you about 50% of the money per hour. Not sure how much we're going to get because, well, I can check it, sure. We are playing on normal level, so if we have, it says 60 an hour, so it's probably just going to be 30 for just having water. But when we put manure in as well, which the pigs produce manure, and I do think that the manure comes in here. Yeah, it's there, look. So I'll close this gate here so that they don't escape. Harry and Larry, you stay there. And I've also made a little bit of a wallow here, just because, you know, pigs like to root around and stuff. So that's it. That's all we did while you were away. But now we need to figure out what we're going to do about this potato field down here. And what I'm thinking is, I think we're going to become potato farmers. I think that's where we're going to go with it, because you can feed the pigs potatoes, and we certainly have two fields here which are not massive, and I think they're kind of suited to doing potatoes, and I'm sure we can make some money from the potatoes. It'll be slow, but I think what we'll do, we have 542,000 in the bank. I think we're going to buy a potato sower and a potato harvester. So what we might do now is we might unhook this from the Lamborghini, start the engine. This is the one with lime. I had to lime this field because it said it needed it, so no point in arguing, just do it. Alright, as I said before, we have that turned on, that feature with the lime for the extra yield, I guess, on the crops. Let's just leave this here. Oh, I just can't stop crashing into stuff. Let's just leave this here. And I think what we're going to do is just hook up the weight. We'll unhook this, maybe. No, actually we won't bother with the weight. Let's just fly down to the shop. I think I have a plan for the potatoes. This may go good or it may go bad. Well, we have 540,000 in the bank. I will continue to do a lot more contracts. I did one while I was off screen, and it was a bit hilarious because I couldn't find the field. I'll show you now if I just pull up here for a split second. So the contract was for field 121, and when I looked at it here, I said, right, 121. So I went, here's 100, 119, 121, must be around here somewhere. And I was like 121, 121, and then I was like, okay, well, randomly it must be somewhere else, over this way maybe. And then I got excited because I found 122, and I was starting to look around here, I looked everywhere, but here it is, randomly over here of field 121. So we eventually got it done, and it came up as contract completed, and we got our money. But yeah, bit of a wild goose chase there to get the old field 121. But that's just basically going to be it until we figure out the map a little bit better. As I get around it, of course, we'll get to know a lot more about it. And I think it's a good idea now to get into the potato farming, because we can make a nice bit of money from the potatoes. It will be a bit of a slower harvest. It won't be, you know, an everyday harvest, but if we do it every couple of days, get the potatoes in, we have other fields here that we can. Oh, watch where I'm going. I was looking at the map. Yeah, this is the right road. I thought I was on the road over to the left there, but nope, we're here on the right road. Now, as I said when we started with our 700,000, it wouldn't be long going, because everything is money, money, money. And I have a funny feeling we're about to spend a bunch of money, money, money. So, just hop out of it, leave it running. So, potatoes. Potato technology. This is a 6-meter sower. This is a 3-meter sower. Yeah, we're going to have to buy a 3-meter sower, I think. Let's just see, does the other planter do potatoes? Don't think it does. No. Okay, so it's a specific sower, and it's potato technology sower. So we're gonna buy this. This is what's gonna sow our potatoes around the fields. Now we're gonna need something to harvest it. And being realistic, we don't have huge big fields, so I mean, we can't afford to pay 500,000 for this harvester. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to buy the Ropa Keller 2, because it doesn't need a topper. It can dig them straight out of the ground. It's 160,000. I know it's a lot of money, but I think we can make it back, and our tractor will definitely run it, and it has a wild boar on the side of it, and we are a pig farm, so I mean, if that isn't faith, I don't know what is. So that's it. We are potato farmers, and we spent almost 200,000. We'll hook this on the front and watch the Lamborghini's nose dive down, because all the weight is now at the front. Then we're going to hook up this harvester, and we'll watch it level clean out. Yep, perfect. No, I didn't even, I'm not even close to anything there. So that's it. We're potato farmers now. We're pig farmers and potato farmers, and we're going to be doing contracts. So that's what we have to do now. Get into the potato business. I'm sure some people somewhere are going to be like, oh no, potatoes, but trust me, I know what I'm doing. I am Irish after all, and we do know a lot about potatoes. And well, I used to dig potatoes with my hands when we were kids. Our next door neighbour used to plant potatoes in the field every year. He planted potatoes, same field every year. And every year he'd leave us 4 or 5 rows, and he'd say, "They're for ye." And we'd go out with our forks, and we'd be digging the potatoes before the rains came. And very nice man, actually. And we used to always have big chats with him. He'd be sowing every year. He had a little Massey Ferguson tractor, and we used to just love seeing him coming, because he'd be always laughing and joking. I think he really enjoyed doing his little bit of farming on the side, even though that wasn't his full-time job. He worked for the county council. Almost missed my turn there. Not turn away. Quite hard to see with this potato sower on the front. It's right about now where I start to panic and I go, oh no, what did I do? Because, you know, we spent 200,000. But, not to worry. Not to worry indeed. Do a quick left and a quick right. Perfect. There's quite a bit of kit there behind me. Quite a nice bit of kit actually. I think it looks really cool. I haven't used it before, but I'm sure I'm going to be able to manage it, no problem. So, if we head up here. I mean, we have potatoes in the ground ready to go, so it's practically money in the bank. And then start filling. Now, what kind of horsepower is required for this? 150. Okay. So, realistically speaking, I'm going to need a second tractor, I think. You know, because I'm going to be doing harvesting contracts and bits and bobs like that. I think we're going to need a second tractor. I'm not quite sure what kind of a tractor. I would like something similar to the Lamborghini maybe, but I mean, we just can't really afford it at the moment. No, hold on, no. We may not have a swing wide enough here. Just get a little bit of extra there. Yes. No damage. Our machine is perfect. Unfold this. Ooh. It's quite spectacular. And I'm sure we can manage to work it out. Oh, let me see. Just about there, maybe. Well, I think I'll leave it for now. Just dump it here. Oh. Just dump it there for the time being. And we can get ready to harvest it. But I think I would like to sow this field here. And have it on the up and coming. Because, you know, it's no sooner harvested than you need to keep planting it again. So if we plant this one first, then we'll have a constant supply. If we do the two fields, keep doing the two fields. Let's just see how this tractor likes this potato sower, I guess. I know it's a potato planter. I'm gonna call it a potato sower. It said 150 horsepower, but I think it needs a bigger tractor. I think this one with 263 is probably just perfect. Okay, I found this little shortcut through all these little bits and bobs. I'm not sure if we can just hire a worker, I guess. Ah, okay. We'll just hire a worker, I guess, and we'll just make sure that the refuel of all these things is turned off, which it is. So now we have contracts here, harvesting contracts, baling contracts, sowing contracts, fertilizing contracts, and if I'm quite honest, we do need to do contracts to survive. So there's one for 6,800. Now I'm going to buy a second tractor. We need something with at least 125 horsepower. That one is 59,150 horsepower. Very slow though. This one has a 40k box, but the slots is 30, 21, 18. They're already up there, up near 100,000. That's a lot of money to be spending. It's going to take a long time to make it all back. This one, 38 slots for the class. You know, I think this one's going to be slow. 40k box, 40k box, 31 slots, 10 slots, 100,000. 100,000 just seems like a lot of money. These are 26. 22 slots for 32,000 though. And we can definitely beef up the horsepower on these. But they're slow. 40k box. 40k box. No, here we are here. A Lamborghini, 100 horsepower. I think it can be beefed up. But it mightn't just be enough, even though it's pretty cool. This guy is 23 slots. But can we beef up the horsepower on it? Nope. Just gonna need a bit more horsepower. 22 slots. It seems like a lot for the money as well. I wish that had a little bit more horsepower. The 390T, that would be good. Okay, maybe if it's a medium tractor we're looking at. Oh, look at the price of these. Wow, that's eye-opening. That is a lot of money. Too many slots for that one. Too many slots for that one. The Blue Power T6. Oh, here we are. 130 horsepower. 50k box in it. It has, let me see if we can't beef up the old. Ooh, 150 horsepower for 38,000. It's an old Deutz, and I think, yeah, why not? I know it's going to be a little bit. We'll go for shaped. No, that's horrible. What just happened there? That's sitting way higher there like that. We got a front PTO and a 3-point. Yes. That's 150 horsepower for 47,000. The old Deutz or the new Deutz. And we'll go with the new. Okay. I think we'll give this a whirl. It's 50,000. I totally understand that. But it's got a 50k box. It's 150 horsepower. We're going to need a second tractor. It says this has enough horsepower to pull the potato planter, so let's just try it. Going to need something anyway for around the farm, for tidying up and such. So this one is 150 plus. We do have 150. This one is, I think we'll go with this one. I'm not sure. It just kind of falls in between the brackets. Deutz. That's all we need. And a weight. Let's not go mad here. There's another Deutz. Now, because we're at the shop and because we'll be collecting manure, we do need a trailer. And I think we're going to go with this for 20,000. I think it just might be the best one. Trelleborg is sitting nice and high. We do need that for manure, and we'll also need something for slurry. See, the money is just leaking now. We need something for slurry. We don't need that too big. What's this one? This one's 4 slots, 85 horsepower. Can we change the color? Oh, it's horrible. That's kind of cool. Let me see, red and black. Okay. I go Dites with red. Color. The wide tires. Yeah, why not? That's gonna cover us for our piggies. Oh yeah, that sounds good. Ooh, it sounds beefy. Sounds pretty sweet. Hopefully it's not too loud. And what to bring down first? I guess I'll bring down the trailer first. Can't have that much slurry. Okay. It's got a lot of horses. It says 150 on the tin, but it sounds a lot beefier than 150. How is it about getting up to speed? 44. 53. It's kind of cool. It's kind of basic inside, but I think it's going to do a good job. Kind of struggling to get up to the speed. Just this empty trailer behind us. So now I'm starting to wonder about the horses. Are they really in there, or has someone left the door open and they've run away? Let's see here on this stretch. Did I take the wrong road? I did. No point in going all the way down there to turn. Let's just do what any good farmer would do, reverse into oncoming traffic. Around blind corners. Just gonna take a little bit of time to get used to this map. Oh, sounds okay. We can open up the cover. Any manure we get now, we can pop into this. We can feed our orchard for money. So, I guess that's it. That's our new purchase. Hopefully it's not too loud. It does look pretty cute. Here's our sower. It's quite the mosaic it has going on there. But who cares? Once it gets it sowed, that's all we want. Oh. I wonder would we be able to go down and collect the slurry tanker with this. Because I know I came here with this, but if we can't manage to use this for something, I mean, we can't really leave it sitting here all the time. I can't really pull anything heavy because the front lifts up. So we may end up selling this, I guess. Just until, well, if it's not needed, we might just get something else in exchange for it. It is pretty darn cool, but if you can't have a way to keep the front down when we're lifting stuff, then we're in big trouble. Found a beacon there. That's pretty cool. Getting along, getting along. 75. Slow down now. Let's just see if we can't pull the storage tank. We should be able to pull the storage tank. It is empty. Oh yeah. PTO is sticking down the ground a small bit, but we'll just ignore that. And for anyone who thinks this isn't realistic, I have often seen Jeeps pulling stuff that they really shouldn't be. So it is realistic. What we need to do now is get back to the farm, continue our potato sowing, and we need to start up on the contracts again, because we need to be doing, you know, if we got 5 done, that'd be great. 5 or 6 every episode, because we have 100 to do. 100 is a lot, but this is the road I should have come the last time. And then remember, I turned up here wrong the last time, so we know that we're going on to this next road here. Aha, I be learning. That's pretty cool. That's great that when the Land Rover came into some sort of use. It's kind of sad seeing it there, being all miserable, sitting there on its own. Of course, I could probably use it to move them fertilizer spreaders around the place, but no, don't think this is. Oops. Yes. I was just about to say, I don't think this is going to turn exactly in there. We barely touched it. And now we're stuck as well. Okay. I'm not sure what we're stuck on. We are stuck. But maybe, just maybe, if we take our time. Our slurry point is out here. Pick open that. We'll be able to use this one. Let's do a bit of slurry. Very cheap. 58 liters. That's great. What I can do now is I can park this up. Nice to have a use for it. I can probably get rid of this trailer. Do this the next time. I say probably, but I kind of need it to go and get more pig feed. What's this at? 30. I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll dismiss that one. Again, going over here. I left a little outside track around the field there because I think the map maker went to a lot of trouble to put it in. I think it's pretty cool. All the way along and runs all the way down. More realistic if you leave a bit of a kind of a driveway, I guess. A little bit of a laneway. I really don't want to be, you know, driving through hedgerows and doing all that sort of stuff. I mean, if it happens, it happens. You know, we're not going to, you know, we're not going to encourage it, but at the same time, it is just a game. Now, let me see where we can go next. Is this guy? Unhook that guy. Oh no, bring him over actually. That's a bit of a throaty roar. What to do is I want to leave this here somewhere, because that's where the manure is going to go. There we are. Drop that down. Aha! Now, There's lime in that spreader there, but there should be fertilizer in this other spreader. We should be able to go and do our contract, fertilizer contract. Field 67. Fertilizer at 41%. Might be no harm just to see if this tractor is able to cope with it being full. We'll fill it up. It won't be long. 600 pounds. Cheap as chips. Nice little wide swing there. Yeah, it seems to be well able to pull it. Doesn't seem to be under as much pressure as I thought. Should be hitting high gear now. Time to recoup some of our spending spree by getting a couple of contracts done. I wonder what you all think of this map. I really like it. Really love all the colours. The textures are absolutely brilliant. And sure, we're having fun figuring out where everything is. Down here. We're going to field 67, which is 67. Oh, we drove past it. No, we didn't. We just went the long way around. Just gently caress the curve there. And as you can see, I head this way, back towards field 67. Much of a muchness, not too far out of the way. Oops. Gave yourself down off that ditch. And just look at that view out there. Look at that colour. Colour is amazing. We're coming up on field 67 here. We may have to open the gate. We don't have to open the gate because there is no gate. Okay. Let's start spreading. And it's quite able. No problem. To the tractor. Using the sprayer. Helper J has completed its task, so that's good. Got another little bit of the potato field sown. I'll sweep up there shortly. Let's have a bit of this done. So we do need the extra income from these little contracts, but as I said, we also need to get our 100 contracts done. It's going to be so much fun to have a pig farm. I have the achievement for the pigs done before, so we have all our animal achievements done. Let's just get this one done as soon as possible. I like the way it rattles along there. 20 kilometers an hour. Actually, we should be in miles an hour because we're in England, but maybe this tractor was bought on the continent, which is all fine. Then when we get to the corner, turn. Yes. Perfect. See if it struggles a little bit up the hill. Yeah, going to 19, going to 18. Just a bit of a hill, nothing major. Might be able to hire a worker here. Should just swing around and keep going. Just so I can check on the potato planter. It's going to be slow about it. But you know what? Let's go fill this planter again. Let's set this off working again. Missed a little spot there. Just tidy up these little bits while we're waiting. That little pig is loving that orchard there. Proper order too. Eating all the fallen apples. Oh, there's a sprayer or something came on there. That's kind of cool. Oh, I see the sprayers sprinkling the trees. That's kind of cool. Whoops. Stop bashing into stuff. My tractor will be worth nothing. We'll go the long way around. For fear I'd bash into something again. Oops. Who left that there? This tractor is unwieldy with this planter on the back, even though we have a big weight in the front. Do it a bigger weight, I guess. Nice now if contract finish came up on the fertilized field, because we could let the dites head off doing the sowing. Oh, it's just like Bambi on ice. It's like, yeah, I'll turn, but kind of. So what we need to do now is just go up here and line it up. Line that up there. Lower. Get rid of it. We're going to head off into the other field down here and hook up to our potato harvester. I'm wondering if I should get a heavier weight. I think this one might do. Now we're hooked up. Lower harvester. No. You have to excuse me now with the hedgerow, just while I get this one started. Okay, we missed a little bit there. I know I'm breaking the rules going out over the hedgerows, but I just want to be able to hire a worker and see what kind of machinery this, see if this tractor does have enough horsepower. Be really important. If it doesn't have horsepower, we are kind of up that creek without the old paddle, because we just don't have the money to keep buying tractors. Actually, I should turn that off there now. Let's go checking this. Not quite sure what this idiot is doing. Can definitely see the light color brown everywhere here. I should have maybe just stayed going myself. Just get this completed. We can get back to that planter. Might tell us here how much we've left. 90% done. $92. So we can swing around here. Probably down here. We missed the rest of it. Oh, there it is here. That's getting done nicely now. 98%. This is probably it here. Just a little bit, and it'll say contract finished. There we are. Contract complete. Collect it. We needed that money. £6,818. That's pretty cool. And let's get back to the farm. I guess we can't blame the tractor for what the worker does. The old worker there was being a little bit lazy, I think. Not getting the right little amount of fertilizer put down. Maybe he's used to precision farming. There'll be none of that around here. It does sound good. To be fair to it, it may be only 150 horsepower, but it sounds like it's 300 horsepower. Even though it's quite slow, which it is. I'll unhook that there now. I think it's going to do a good job for us. Just gently nudge that there for absolutely no reason other than I couldn't stop in time. Glue mixers. Not a fan. This could go absolutely wrong, but it could also go absolutely right. It says it's 150 horsepower required. It says our tractor's 150 horsepower. Let's hit the higher worker. Let's see if this dice can handle planting a few potatoes, and it can. It's so close to the back of that, but it's working. You see the potatoes being thrown into the ground there. So let's just hire a worker here. Let's just see if he can do it. Just curious to see if he'll be able to turn around. Oh yeah, it's recognizing it alright. Is he going to go around the field? Yep. No respect for the hedges, the worker. This is not me. This is the worker making the rules up as he goes along. There's the culprit. Likes to go through hedges, not me. Oh, it's doing 2 roads at a time, look. This is going to be very, very, very slow, but it's also going to be very, very cool. So we just dismissed the worker there. Oh my god, my tractor's filthy. That is a nice piece of kit. A nice piece of kit. Well, you know what? I'm going to continue on my farm here now. We are now potato farmers, pig farmers, and apple farmers, I guess. But this is a nice piece of kit. I'm actually going to go and harvest this field now. The next time you come, this field will be harvested, the other field will be planted. Hopefully we'll get a few more contracts done. Try and get our money up a bit by bit, but it's not going to be a whole pile of difference. I'd like to thank you all for watching. I'd like to thank my subscribers. And if you could please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment, that would be amazing. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope to see you again soon for episode 3. Thanks for watching.